y'all, welcome back to episode 2 of Hurricane Nation. All sports fans, hold on because we have a thrilling show today.
Yes, today we're going to dive deep into the world of athleticism, competition, and passion here at Cartersville High School.
This week's show consists of interviews with coaches and athletes and even game recaps.
And even some fun extra segments, one including a blind sports drink taste test.
Welcome to Hurricane Nation.
This is Hurricane Nation.
Wow, basketball has had quite the week.
Yes, from defeating Cass and Calhoun, we are all so excited for tonight's 4th region game.
Tonight, we're hoping to continue our region winning streak and advance to 4-0 in our region.
But for now, let's head over to our recap Wednesday night's game versus Calhoun.
Wednesday night at the Storm Center was a better night for the Hurricanes as they held off region rival Calhoun in a tight 71-65 win. The Canes held a thorough lead throughout the game and held on to the end of the game. Nas Bennett led the Canes with 21 points, Caden Baldwin followed with 7, Monty Tolbert and Ced McClintock contributed 12 apiece. Rita Zoe added 7 for the Canes. The win improved Cartersville to 7-10 and 3-0 in region play. The loss for the Jackets dropped them to 6-9 and 1-2 in region play. The Lady Canes pulled even with Calhoun in the Region 7 5A standings Wednesday night by pulling out a nice 41-36 win over the Lady Jackets. Taft Bradley contributed a big 16 points, Ainsley Griffin finished with 11 points, Sanaya Camper topped it with 8 points. The win helps Cartersville improve to 9-9 and 2-1 on the region. Go Canes.
We have a huge and exciting week in the life of CHS sports.
Starting off, Swim has their senior night at Adairsville on Tuesday the 23rd.
Swim also has their last chance meet at Adairsville on Thursday the 25th.
Moving over to wrestling, they have their North Georgia Metro Invitational on Saturday the 27th at Brookwood High School.
Basketball plays tonight at Woodland and Tuesday the 23rd at home versus Hiram.
Both are region games, so make sure to come out and support.
Finally, tennis tryouts have been moved to Monday the 22nd. Good luck to everyone.
Overrated or underrated, the Georgia Bulldogs?
100% underrated.
Next up, we have a segment full of overrated, underrated sports edition.
All right, who am I here with?
Johan.
All right, Johan. We're going to do a little bit of overrated, underrated. How do you feel about Keenan Allen?
Oh, that man, he's underrated. That man did wonders on my fantasy football team.
He helped you out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What about Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson, he was my quarterback, too. He was on my team. He was going crazy.
Man, you had like a pretty stacked fantasy team. How'd you do?
I lost first round.
Man, well, hey, maybe next year, Johan. Maybe next year.
Hey, maybe next year.
All right, who am I here with?
Caleb Cooley.
All right, Cooley. We're going to do some overrated, underrated today. You ready? Josh Allen.
Underrated.
You think Josh Allen's underrated? You think he'll be Patrick Mahomes this week?
Definitely.
Definitely. All right, what do you do Patrick Mahomes? Do you think he's overrated then?
I think Patrick Mahomes is very overrated.
You think so?
I think he's very overrated.
Yeah, I mean, all he has is Travis Kelce, but he's not even doing anything because Taylor Swift.
Nah, he's not.
What about Lamar Jackson? Yeah, Rams gonna do good.
Overrated.
You don't like
Very
Lamar?
Overrated. No, I don't like Lamar. Yeah, I don't really mess with Lamar like that.
For real?
No, I don't.
Dang. You think CJ Stroud can pull it off?
Yes, I love CJ Stroud. You know, he's a rookie. He's going to beat Lamar. How it should be.
Yeah, a lot of hot takes from Cooley over here. Thank Cooley. All right, who am I here with?
Tayshawn Carter.
All right, Tashawn. We're doing overrated, underrated today. You ready?
Yeah.
What do you think about Jalen Hurts?
Overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah, like he's just like the tush push like every play.
For sure. I'll sack him for sure.
And like now he doesn't even have Jason Kelce, so he's not even gonna do good next year.
It's going to be trash. He ain't got no one now.
Exactly. What about Brock Purdy?
He's underrated.
Underrated?
Yeah.
You think they'll do good in the playoffs?
Yeah, they should be straight.
Are they winning the Super Bowl though?
Nah.
Who's gonna
Ravens
win?
got that.
Ravens? You
Ravens
like Lamar?
front. Yeah, Lamar.
All right.
MVP front runner. Anybody got something to say about that? Come see me. I'm all about it. Be more at the bank. Come see me. Come see. Put the camera back on me. Come see me about it. If you got something to say about Lamar, come see me. Come see me. I'm about that. All right. Keep it real with you.
All right. Last one. Matthew Stafford.
Trash.
Trash.
Matthew Stafford is trash. Your team is trash. Your team is butt. Lamar Jackson, big tries.
Next up, we have an interview with Lucy, who is a standout on the rifle team.
I bet I could hit a bullseye on the first try.
Yeah, right. Let us go hear what Lucy has to say about the rifle team.
Canes Vision Sports here with Lucy Evans. What sport do you play?
I'm on the rifle team.
All right. How did you become interested in joining the rifle team, and what motivated you to pursue this sport in high school?
So I started off shooting with the 4-H team, doing rifle 22 and air rifle, and then I met the coach, and last year, my freshman year, I started doing the high school team.
All right. Can you share some of the specific skills or techniques you've learned as a member of the rifle team, and how do you practice and improve those skills?
I've worked on learning how to hold the rifle, how to shoot it properly, and how I practice and improve is I practice 4 to 7 days a week, so it really just muscle memory at this point.
All right. What aspects of being on the rifle team do you find most challenging, and how do you overcome those challenges?
I would say the most challenging is plateauing, just not really improving over a period of time, but I just keep practicing and eventually I get over it.
All right. Has being part of the rifle team influenced other areas of your life, like academics or just personal development?
I would say yes. It really motivates me as a student athlete. I want to do well as an athlete, but also as a student, so it's really helped me there.
All right. In what ways of being on the rifle team contribute to a sense of teamwork among the students involved, and how do you support and encourage your teammates?
I'm the captain, so it's a really large leadership role, so I always try and help and motivate others and help them teach things that they might not know. So I just always try and be as helpful as I can.
All right. What are some of the accomplishments for the school and of school competition?
Last year, my freshman year, I broke about 5 school records, both individual and team, and I was also the second freshman in the state.
So, finally, how does one join the rifle team?
So in the fall, around October to November, we hold an information meeting and then tryouts. So just come to tryouts.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Let's head on over to a segment Sydney and Ava made.
In this segment, they will test different drinks and guess what they are.
Hi guys, I'm Ava.
And I'm Sydney.
And today we're going to be doing blindfolded taste tests with sports drinks. And we're going to guess if it's Gatorade or Powerade. You at the same time as me.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. I had Powerade 100%.
That's the lemon lime, right?
Oh, yeah,
think
lemon
so.
definitely. I think I had Powerade.
That's Gatorade. Did I get it right?
Let's go.
Okay, that was a dab.
3,
2, 1. I can't remember.
I had Powerade again. That's a blue Powerade.
No. Mine is a blue Powerade. Whatever it is,
Okay,
it's
mine's
nasty.
tasting Gatorade.
Mine's a. Oh my god, it's red. Look, I'm sorry.
Put it on. Put it
No,
on.
I had a red. It just came out of my straw. It's red.
I thought.
No, wait, hold on. I thought mine was a blue. Why did that come back to this? Okay, you're pulling the box.
Sorry.
Okay, well, obviously it's red, so scotch that. It's red.
Ava cheated. All right.
It's red Powerade. Okay, go try.
Wait, are we?
Yes, I was right.
Okay.
After I guess blue.
Oh, my straw went down.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's blue. That's blue Gatorade.
That's blue Powerade. That's disgusting.
Either blue
No, that's Powerade.
might be blue Gatorade. Okay, what is it? Dang it!
Oh, well, that's nasty, so don't drink blue Gatorade.
All right, guys. So
I think Powerade is overrated. Gatorade's definitely what's it called drink when you play sports.
That's nasty.
Gatorade's the best.
blue Powerade is top tier.
That's nasty.
This is nasty.
Yellow is the best.
That's not
Yes,
nasty.
yellow. Okay,
Controversial
yellow's the best.
opinion. This is not nasty.
Yes, it is. Yellow's the best flavor, and Gatorade's the best.
Why are you gagging?
Because it's gross. Okay, thank y'all for watching Ava and Sydney's segment on blindfold taste test.
Gymnastics just finished their tryouts and are about to start their season.
We have an interview with senior Carly Garrison about their upcoming season.
I mentally prepare myself for competitions by just staying focused and thinking about what I'm going to do, and then running through all my routines in my head with the music. I decided to do high school gymnastics because I've grown up doing gymnastics all my life, and then I found out the high school had a gymnastics team, so I joined the JV team my 8th grade year, and then did varsity all of the rest of the years. Some advice I would give somebody who wants to do gymnastics is that even whenever you fall, to always get back up, because it's going to happen a lot and you can't just let it overtake you. You have to overcome those obstacles and just grow from them. I like having a bigger team because there's a lot more positivity and encouragement throughout everybody. My favorite event is floor because I really love to tumble and I get to express my personality and who I am to everybody.
As baseball tryouts are ending, that means baseball season is right around the corner.
Next up for y'all, we have an interview with the head baseball coach himself,
Coach Tucker.
Hello, my name is Coach Tucker. I've been the head baseball coach at Cartersville for 6 years, entering my 7th season here in 2024, and this is 10 Questions with Coach Tucker.
Can you outline your approach to designing a preseason training program for baseball players?
Yes, our preseason training program, really, we start with tryouts this coming Tuesday, January the 16th. That leaves us pretty much 4 weeks until we play our first game, so we'll try out for about 4 days, pick our team next week. Then we have 3 full weeks of practice, and I coached football here at Cartersville for about 13 years, so we really kind of set it up like football. We use each week in the preseason to prep our team, and then we'll scrimmage each other, much like a football team would at the end of each week. We put our guys into 2 different teams and let them draft each other, and we have a purple team and a gold team. They have a lot of fun with that, and play games, try to simulate as many game situations as we can before we kick off the season on February 15th.
All right. How do you assess players' skills and abilities at the start of the preseason?
Well, that's a great question. There's a lot of ways. Really, it's a lot by, the eye test, I guess, to say. But we can look at how hard a young man throws the baseball across the infield, how fast he's pitching the ball, put him out on the field, let him take on-field batting practice, see how far they can hit it, those types of things. So there's a lot of ways. Some people use grading scales and those types of things. We don't necessarily do that, but we believe with our coaching staff and putting all of our minds together, we can judge how well a player's doing.
How do you set individual and team goals for players during preseason?
Yeah, so I kind of leave the individuals up to our assistant coaches. Coach Brian Adams works our outfielders, Judge Wonderwood with the infielders, and Asa Williams with the pitchers and catchers, and then we're going to add another coach, Joey Shiflett this year will work with the catchers as well. But they do a good job of really sitting down with the players, setting out individual goals for them over the 3 or 4 weeks. And then as a team, I kind of have a checklist of things I like to see us get better at each day as a team, whether it be, we call it pop fly priority, balls up in the air, somebody's got to call it, somebody catch it, knowing those types of things, mastering our bunt coverages, mastering our cutoffs. Those are kind of our team goals that we set in the preseason.
What methods do you use to monitor players' progress and development?
So we chart everything. Practice, we chart at bats, we chart the pitchers, how many strikes they threw, how many balls they threw. So we can try to give a weekly report, and we can show players, hey, this week you got 6 at bats and you got on base 3 times. Last week you got on base once. Pitchers, last week you threw 60% strikes. This week you were 68. We're improving. So everything we do, even in practice, even drills, are charted, they're recorded, and that's a great way for us to keep track of players' progress.
All right, well, thank you, Coach Tucker, for coming on.
All right, thank you guys. Go Canes.
Do you ever wonder what sports all of our teachers played?
Yeah, I do. Or they were like me and didn't play a sport.
Well, let's go learn some more about what sports our staff played in high school.
I played softball and basketball.
Played basketball for 4 years. My senior year, I decided I wanted to try everything though. So I played golf, track, baseball, football.
So yeah, cross country and track. Cross country and track, I have 7 state titles.
High school, I lettered in football, wrestling, track, and soccer.
I played basketball and I ran track for 2 years.
Hey, I played miniature golf and hockey.
I played football and basketball in high school.
My favorite subject is PE. Let's see them mic'd up in team sports.
You know, sir?
7-6, Jaden.
Yes, sir, Jaden. I can't, bro. Hey, let her record and hop in. Let her record and hop in. Oh my God. Pass it to him. Get the ball to him. Yeah. Look at the team. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's it. That's it. That was it. That's game. That's game.
Track is just getting started up. Let's get a quick update from the team itself. Canes go fast.
Track.
I love watching Dude Perfect videos. Those trick shots are amazing. We have our very own Canes Perfect up next.
What's up, guys? We're Dude Perfect. Welcome to Real Life Trick Shots. Thanks on. Yeah!
Bro, that should be us.
Canes Perfect.
This is the student section sniper. Let's go. This is the bicycle kick. Green.
Let's go.
See those people over there? This is the 100-yard dime. This is the up and over.
That's all for today. Make sure to go out and support all of our sports teams.
Go Canes!